This is the project we're going to do today. This is a window card using one of the Hero Art's new Heroscape stamp sets. And here's a list of the supplies that were used in this project. And let's begin. Card base, I'm going to use some Paper Studio extra heavyweight cardstock, which can be purchased from the Hobby Lobby. I'm making an A2 card. And I am going to use the Spellbinders Grand Holiday Cabinet die set to die cut the window into the front of this card. So I'm using some low-tack tape, and after I've put it through my die cutting machine, carefully going to remove the dies and use my pokey tool to remove all the different parts that the die cut out. Okay, now I'm going to use some purple cardstock, which I got from the Hobby Lobby of Paper Studio. It was part of the 200 color set of cardstock, and I am going to glue it to the inside of the window. So I'm putting down some of my liquid glue. And I've cut this purple panel about 1/8 of an inch narrower than an A2 size. And now I'm going to use the window part of the die to cut out the part of the purple panel to open up the window and carefully remove it after I've set it through my die cutting machine. And I've now created the front opening window in my cardstock. Okay, and I've cut some 80-pound classic Crest Solar White, and I've cut it about 1/8 of an inch shorter than an A2 size, and I'm going to use this for the inside panel. And so I'm going to start stamping the Hero Art's Tulip Field stamp set, and I'm going to start with the lightest colored green layer, and I'm using my stamping platform to stamp this at the very bottom of my panel. And I'm going to be using some Altenew stamp sets. And I had the particular colors that were used listed at the front of this video. And so I believe this one was Chamomile. And then I'm going to go to the next layer, which is the darker green layer. And positioning it, and I believe that one was Shadow Creek. And so now I'm going to dry it with my heat gun before I go on to the flower colors, because I'm going to stamp those in a yellow color. So I'm going to start with my lightest of the flower set and position it. And I am going to stamp this one with Chamomile. And then I'm going to put the final layer on, and this one is going to be stamped with Marigold. I'm actually, well, no, I thought I was going to ink that twice, but I only inked it one time. Now I'm going to put in the windmill, and I am using Midnight Violet for that. And then I'm also going to stamp in the balloon. And I'm going to be using Marigold for that. And I thought I would color in the purple color, but That's not working out very well, and so I'm going to end up using a water-based marker, a Marvy LePlumeII marker in the grape color to color in this part of the balloon. Okay, and now I'm going to use, I think it was Persian blue, to use my cloud stencil to create some clouds for the sky. And now I'm checking to see how it looks inside the card. And now I want to stamp my sentiment. But I don't want the sentiment to show when the card is closed. So I'm going to do my initial positioning on the front panel, and then I'm going to use some Versafine Onyx black ink to stamp the sentiment on the inside panel. And dry it a little bit with my heat gun. I don't want to smear that Versafine. And I'll use my liquid glue to glue this into the inside panel of the card. And here is the final card, the outside looking through the window and the scene inside. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!